Oh, geez, hi there. Internet. I wasn't expecting you. I was expecting you 10 minutes from now, but thanks for just creepily standing in my doorway and letting me pet my cat. Anyway, welcome to What's the Greatest, a YouTube channel that I created 10 seconds ago, roughly, where we are going to finally answer the age-old question, what is the greatest video game of all time? Well, there's only way to do that, one way to do that in my opinion, and that is to play every video game as unbiased as possible so that then we can compare them side by side and say, what truly is the greatest game? Today, we are going to be playing a classic, I've been told. I've never heard of it myself, but it is Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment Center. Nintendo, I believe, is a upstart new company that is looking to get into the video game market. I believe this is their newest iteration of both console and video game. So we'll see how it does. You know, we'll put it to the test. We'll stack it against the rest as we go through them. Sorry I didn't introduce myself. I am Mr. Ray Sugars, and we are going to be playing Super Mario. Let's switch cameras here. And we are going to get started. While we play, I'll try and tell you a little bit more about this channel. What's the Greatest isn't just for video games. I'd like to expand it where we take a look at what's the greatest board game, what's the greatest movie, what's the greatest album, all sorts of good stuff. But what we are going to try and do here, not get ahead of ourselves, and do what's the greatest video game. So, as I said, we are going to try and play and obviously compare every game against each other. So, in order to do that, I should have waited to get that. My role and my goal here is to essentially act as your guide. Think of this like a food diary or a food blog. Everyone watches the Food Network. You like to watch cooking shows. You like to watch competitions. You like to watch people just eat and make things look pretty. Well, sadly, I'm probably not going to be making any of my game playing look pretty, and I won't be eating anything delicious on stream. Nobody wants to hear somebody eat. But you'll get to see video games through my eyes. Who am I? No one special. I've played video games for as long as I can remember. I remember being a kid and playing video games with my brother. I never grew out of the phase, despite probably my parents' sadness that I'm not a car guy or, you know, into power tools. Just video games always interest me. And I realized as I got older, I played less of them as it went on, and that made me a little upset. I want to play more video games. I want to see what I'm missing. I don't want to just come home and play the same game. So thus, the channel was born. We now decide it's going to be the greatest game of all time. Could it be Mario? I don't know. We gotta figure it out. But, some ground rules. In order for a game to be ranked and considered, it has to have been played on this channel, and if it can be beaten, it has to have been beaten. And it has to have been beaten without the use of cheats, of glitches, just by the, you know, nature of the game. If it's got passwords, we can use passwords, assuming we have gotten there before. If it's got saves, we can use saves. If it has to be played in one playthrough, like Mario, then it's gotta be played in one playthrough. I know that I missed a warp. I did that on purpose. I also, when possible, want to play a game to its most completed. Some games are easier than others. Mario, it's just Okay, play all 8 worlds, all 4 levels in each world. Then you can say, without a doubt, that you have played all of Mario, or in your case, that you guys have witnessed all of Mario. For games that maybe are a little bit longer than Mario, we may not complete everything. At all. We might just beat the game, we might skip side quests and mini games and stuff like that because they're not fun. Kind of why do it? So, you know, games that are 80, 90, 100 hours might just be a playthrough of the story. Unless something truly grabs us. We say, hey, we gotta experience everything that has. You know, probably won't be any chocobo breeding. Don't know if I stated it, but I am no professional gamer, I'm no speedrunner, I don't hold any world records, I don't play on any teams. So what you are going to see is not going to necessarily be the quickest play. Obviously, I think I'm already 20 minutes past the speed run of this game, and it might not also be the best play. This is average Joe play. So that means that you are going to see the highs and the lows of each game. It's easy to watch somebody who has practiced a game blow through it on YouTube, and you go, that looks easy, I could do that. That game didn't seem too hard. And you realize that, you know, they put in serious dedication to the craft. This is going to be a literal pick up and play. You are going to see me hit start, you're going to see me load a save, and we'll go from there. Obviously, there are going to be some games where I'm going to have to get good at if I want to beat them. So why I'm kind of taking it slow here is I've only beaten this game one time in my past life. Granted, when I was raised on video games, this wasn't really a new game to be concerned with. I didn't go back to it a lot, so I'm not confident in my ability. I'm trying to collect some coins, I'm trying to get some extra lives, I'm trying to make sure I don't lose my fire flower on something stupid just because I was trying to rush. You know, just usual stuff. So, obviously, there are a couple things to talk about when anyone's ever starting a new channel or a Twitch stream, is how can the audience, you guys, get involved? Well, right now we do not have a Twitch stream. I would like to add that later, but right now, just can't commit to always being able to Twitch. So, right now we are just doing a YouTube channel. Kind of fits our lives better, but that doesn't mean you guys cannot add comments. Talk about your experience with the game, where a game should be ranked. Especially as we get a little bit farther along, we might need some help from the crowd if we feel a game is ranked at the wrong number, as well as suggesting what I play next. I have a good collection of games. I am by no means the collector in the world who has the most, but we'll get through a good chunk of games before I have to start purchasing from other people. So maybe you have a suggestion. Maybe you would like to see how Mario, after this episode, backs up against, let's say, Bayonetta, right? make enough people make a suggestion, and if it turns out that I have Bayonetta, maybe that's the next game I play. And we can talk about which is truly a better game. And I truly hope that everyone realizes that I'm going to try as much as I can to not just let recency decide what's the best game. I play this Mario and then I play Mario Odyssey. I want to be like, oh, Mario Odyssey's better, you know why? Because you can do more. Not necessarily the case. We're not going to be talking about the time a game came out and how important it is. Because that doesn't do us any benefit. Then we get kind of stuck in a loop of where were you and what game were you approaching in your childhood. Say like, oh, this is the best game because it got me through this tough time when I was in middle school. Now we're going to look at the game now and we're going to say, what did it control? Was it fun to play? How hard was it? Shit. I shouldn't have jumped. But I did. Oh, that was lucky. Trying to go over the top. Bounce off that goddamn platform. Also probably, I keep swears to a minimum. Seems like the right thing to do if you're playing a video game. For the video while I'm playing, as every channel has some probably kinks to work out, I am not 100% sold on the idea of having me in the kind of the picture-in-picture screen down below there. And I am 100% fine if people would rather a full uninterrupted screen as opposed to, let's say, my reactions. Some games, maybe people might want to see my face when I'm playing a game where I'm going to die a lot, or a game that's got a bunch of big surprises. But this isn't some sort of channel where I'm going to pretend to be hit with every jump scare that comes around. This isn't like that. It's a little bit more authentic. And I understand that's not going to be for everybody. I started this channel as a hobby. I do not plan on ever turning this into a career. While I would love for you guys to follow me along and watch the videos and participate in sort of a community style outlook, I'm never gonna, I guess, sink to the lowest common denominator and go, hey, what's popular right now on... Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, huh? Well, we'll do 40 videos of that. Instead, hope to just get you to like me as a person. That's not to say Five Nights at Freddy's is not a game. It is a video game. It will be played. It will be ranked at some point. It'll probably just be one episode, opposed to, you know. For games that can't be beat. Multiplayer games that are really, you know, endless. Games that are maybe a little bit more arcadey and just had high scores. We will dedicate time to playing them. We will put them on our board, but we will only dedicate enough time to feel like we have the gist of it. If it doesn't have an ending, not much we can do there. Also, as part of the what constitutes as beating a game, really it is most often the single player experience. There are going to be some games that we play where it might only be multiplayer, in which case then it makes sense that we look at those games as a multiplayer experience. But let's take, for instance, a Call of Duty game. I will play some multiplayer, but the main focus is going to be single player aspect. And that will bore people. People are going to want to see me... Ooh. Stupid Bowser. Games like Gauntlet, it's probably better known as a multiplayer experience. We'll try and get some friends along to play it. We'll play through the story. Games like that are big right now, Fortnite and PUBG, are probably on a little bit different scale because there is 0% of a single player experience. It's gonna be hard to say, yes, I have played and understood what that game was, without just saying, yeah, I beat it. I didn't know that you could not hit those guys from underneath. Something new every day. Please. Coins. There are people better than me. Do this as a big guy. But I can't. So, you know, there are going to be times focused on the game and not talking so much. Figured nobody wants any YouTuber, streamer, anything of the sort to just talk non-stop. Nobody wants that. At least, assuming they don't. You might have this up on the background, you might be just interested to watch people play the game. fire flowers at this level. Apologize if the buttons are loud. Joy of hang on an original color. Especially one that's, you know, around for a while. But it's possible. It's a little squeaky. Okay. We are correct. I think there's 8 worlds and 4 levels in each world, so we have just crossed halfway point. We haven't died yet. You know, I'm gonna regret saying that. I'm sure I'll die, like, in this level. Well, I'll be for not. So far, so good. Also, you know, point out that again, a little bit more apt in later games. Is that no strategy guides, no lookups, no hints. If I'm playing, let's say, an adventure game, it is obtuse. I will play it, and I will subject you to some of that obtuseness, then I'll maybe just fast forward so you can see how long I sat there and pondered it. I promise not to look anything up online. Makes it too easy. If I know how to beat a game without even having stepped foot playing it, not fun. There are going to be some games, I'll be honest with you, that prior knowledge is going to play a role. Isn't as much as I'd like it to have been my first, only video game ever. Truth is, I'm going to come in with some knowledge and stuff. Right. I've won. I can get through all of World 5 without losing a life. Will not count my chickens before they hatch, but I feel like I'll be in decent shape. Oh, those little bills weren't firing. Okay. That's fine. Didn't get hit. I'll take it. What I would be curious for is not necessarily who's done this the fastest, but who's gotten the highest score. Something that I doubt anyone really cares about in Mario. Who's the guy who's just like, yeah, or girl. It's like, you know what I did? Yeah. Got all 9s. Maxed out, really farmed on some respawning enemies. No, there's not it. I would say that by far my least favorite enemy is the squids. You know, there's Hammer Brothers, and there's Bowser's, and there's fuzzy beetles and all that kind of good stuff. Piranha plants. But Lakitu and his stupid spiny guys. No. It is stupid bloopers. Oh, my neck's getting tense. I am focused. So, one of the questions that no one is asking, because nobody's heard of this channel yet, what if I'm playing a game like Mario, where it has to be done in one sitting, I don't beat it? Well, you will see that. If I'm playing Contra, a notoriously tough game, something the Giant Bomb guy's done, it takes me a couple tries to beat, and presumably that's something that needs to be weighed into the decision making and whether or not it's the best game of all time. So one video might be me failing. 10 videos might be me failing. At some point, I will never give up, but at some point, I may not always show 40 videos of me failing, let's say. Woo! Alright. World 5, down. World 6. Too risky. It does such a good job. Just enough tension. Not feeling overwhelmed. Okay. Jumps are starting to get narrower. Fire Flower is way more important now than it was. Man, if I lose Fire Flower, I don't know if I'll getting it back too soon. Some of these pipes up. Ones you can go down. Not if it's a water level. Okay. Oh. Nice try. Sorry, I'm laser focused here. Really don't want to die. Get hit. But how's your day been? Good? Good? Not so good? Better days, I guess. I know how to talk to you, you're not talking back. Hit me? No. Oh. Oh, my teeth. My toes are curling. Legs are all tight. There's just added pressure about, you know, a world right before a castle. You're like, yeah. I don't want to go fight Bowser as a little Mario that can only take one hit. Nope. Maybe it's worth it. Oh, shit, Sam. Alright. This is where he throws hammers. Oh, okay. I'm gonna raise my arms up. It's too sweaty. Level 1, 8 lives. Oh. Yep. That's where it all comes crashing down, folks. Somebody could make a case that Bull Bills are the worst enemy. I'd buy it. Shoot. It's gotta be a mush. No? Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, your jet's bullet bills. It's something. Make it. First step. Crawling back. Alright, not a great level. Lost first life. Lost my fire flower. Probably don't not have fire flower. Be in the underwater world. Just truths. Supposed to do there? Backed myself into a corner. Ah, there's so many of them. You jerks go over this way. One happiness block, one. Here's an extra life. Oh, I could have really used something. I'll take it. One level down and I didn't die, but... The longer you are little, less likely you are to come out on top. Oh, come on. Yes, I know you're just supposed to keep moving. Secret to that level. I really wanted to be big. Then the hope is you find even one block in the castle that makes you a fire flower. Puzzle castle. I actually got lucky. Nope, I forgot he had hammers. Damn it. Stupid. bottom, middle, top, top, middle, get under. Alright, last world. That's it. Okay. Very nice if just right off the bat. They're getting real sparse with coins. Don't even want you to earn a 1-up. It's like, nah. Go on your own. Sure, it's like, oh, if I didn't go down that pipe, I would have came across something that big and big. Star is good, but big to be big. Oh, okay. 80 seconds, hopefully it's enough. Yeah, plenty of time. Why must I be doomed to be Little Mario forever? Yep. Once I jumped, I knew. Ah, okay. Okay. Hi. Does this game have against me? Shit. Thought he was gone. He was off the screen for like 40 minutes. I'm guessing I got it better. getting that. Okay. Don't worry about that. What am I missing there? I'm missing. Shit. All right. Keep getting that extra life and a couple coins. So this might not be the worst thing in the world. Oh. Oh. Come on. Oh, I lost it. Okay. Wow, I'm doing worse. Gotta be kidding me. All of those extra lives that I had built up from playing 8 freaking worlds. All gone. One level. For crap's sake, man. Isn't even world before. Hi. Yep. Don't say anything incriminating. I am really mucking up bad here.
You better.
I'm letting it pass.
Oh,
It's back.
to be fair, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I love that you can just jump on.
Just like real life. Okay. If any of these are things I want.
Why don't you remember the game?
First time I've ever played it. Well, losing time. Yay, more bullets. God. Blast it.
Get those.
Nope. Can't get anything from the blind bottom.
Hopefully you can.
2 levels left. I think I only have 2 lives left. Yeah. I'm sure that this is even harder than the last one.
No, that can't be right.
Which level are you dropping down? Thank you. One of you. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Just gotta make it. We're back in business.
Turns out that guy's fireproof.
Forget it. Don't do anything stupid. Would buy 4 coins if that could be arranged. Okay, precision jumping, perfect. With time ticking down.
Oh, I didn't know there was a time limit in.
Okay. I believe this is the last level.
This looks pretty final.
Well, every world for like every 4th level in a world is the dungeon. Another puzzle one, isn't it? Yep, puzzle.
Heads, right?
Well, no, it's each pipe could be the right one or the wrong one. You don't know until you go down them.
Cool. I have a question.
Huh?
Is Mario's firepower?
No. No, if I get hit.
Okay.
It does. Okay, this is back at the beginning, so this is not correct.
Yeah. For some reason I was thinking like this.
So it's right after the fire pit. Can't go down that one. Tried that one. Can't go down that one. I bet it's up there, huh? Okay, don't know how to get up there. Okay, that's gotta be it. Time's a ticking. That brings me to this part. First one. Not the second one. Where is it?
Like it jumps.
Oh shit, I'm all the way back to the beginning. Yeah, it's not great. And time's ticking. Alright, so it's this one. Then it was the tall one. Yeah. And we tried the one right before the pit. This is the one right after the pit. Yep, okay.
Very lighthearted music for a while.
Shit.
Hey!
Yeah, then you... Well, I'm also, like, really trying to beat the time here. Oh, sure. And then there's that guy. Last life. And you start off little now.
Cool.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. Nothing, huh? Not gonna... One block to help. Not any coins in this whole world.
Last level, then I want to make it easy.
I would like it if they did.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping it would be the first one. It's not. It takes you all the way back to the beginning. Oh boy. Well, that does give me one coin.
Getting there.
It would be great if I was big, or if I had a fire flower.
Yeah, you gotta beat him in the turn.
Yeah. Oh my god! Be the princess. I did it. Last life. Less than 100 seconds to go. 99 coins. As a small person.
Yep.
Push B to select the world. No, I don't want to, because I think that just takes it back to the end of the game. Okay. Well, hey, I did it.
You did it!
I'm as amazed as myself. I'm amazed as myself. Joining me after getting home from work is my wife, Sally Sugars.
I was never aware that that's the name.
Yeah.
What's your name, Daryl Sugar?
No, it's Ray Sugars. Well, now that that conceit is blown and that her laughter probably gives you the hint that that's not my real name. But, so now we get to do the fun thing. We get to put this on the board as a ranking of is this the best game of all time? First, I do want to show off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna switch the camera back. Oh, it's just me. Hey, there I am. Hey, hi, I did it. One life, one coin away from extra life. I'm pretty sweaty.
I was gonna ask.
I am soaked
That's
all the way
fierce
down.
Sweat.
That's fierce sweat. That's. Hey, I'm happy I did it on camera. Assuming this saves. It's gonna shake for a second, but just to show. I mean, here we got the original console. Yeah, that's playing. Those chords. It was all the way to the controller. This was not an emulator. This was not a save state or any cheats. Sally, if you would do me a favor of popping the board open, let's rank this game.
Where does it fall?
Where does it fall in the best games of all time? I mean, if we consult the board.
You should have prepared ahead.
I was not necessarily expecting to beat it.
No.
Don't hurt yourself, please.
You know I can't help but do that. Gonna partially unwrap it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And feel free to pick a color that you enjoy.
A fun color.
Mm-hmm.
I think these were sealed.
Yeah. Imagine they were sealed.
Like
On the sides? Oh,
I don't have your raw man strength.
Just what color did you want?
I was gonna go pink. The closest to red.
That thing?
Red. Okay.
Okay. So, let me turn the. You want to bring it to the light, or do you want me to turn the camera?
I'll bring it to the light.
Here we go. Let's get it. Oh, here it is. Here's our big board. Right now it's empty. Where would this fall? I'm gonna say this is right now the greatest game of all time. Let's put it at number 1.
Okay.
Shall we? So, and then I'll show the camera. I'll show the people. This is an amateur operation. This is what happens when it's your first video on the YouTube. The Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You don't have to write all of that.
Well, now
you could just
me.
write Super Mario Brothers. I think I'll know.
Oh, I wasn't gonna write Nintendo System copyright in 1985 or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. What year is this from? I think this is before I was.
It almost certain. Because I think it is 85.
Hey, well, hey. There we go. Let's get that in there. Oh, whoa, what? This way is the camera. Number 1. Super
Learn
Mario
how to
Brothers.
do this right.
I don't know how cameras work. That's going to wrap up to me. Right now, consulting the big board, the greatest and worst game of all time, Super Mario Brothers.
Tied for the middle.
tied for the middle, Super Mario Brothers. So we got to get some more stuff popped on here. That means we got to play more games.
There are more?
I've been told there are upwards of 5 games. So this list should at least grow into the mid-single digits.
Okay.
And I'll be able to, with certainty, say how many video games there are in existence. Can't smell my arm and probably the plastic behind me. But yeah, so thanks for joining me on this quest. I'll hand this back off. Next time, we will start a brand new game. Mario was the perfect single shot game because you can beat it in one shot.
Maybe you can.
Well, you couldn't save it if you wanted to.
I'm just saying that I've never gotten past.
It's fine. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time on What's the Greatest?